One Piece 1186 just revealed the moment we've been waiting for. Luffy finally punched Imu in the face. But that's not even the craziest part. Because Chapter 1186 might have just exposed the biggest secret from the Void Century. And the truth behind Gunko, the Holy Knights, and Imu's connection to the past is absolutely insane. One Piece Chapter 1186 is titled, Once More. And this chapter comes with another cover request from Oda. This time, Oda shows a young Loki drawing Ida. A simple cover. But inside the chapter, things get completely wild. One Piece, Chapter 1186 continues directly from the events of the previous chapter. Brook is completely speechless. He can't even process what he is seeing right in front of him. Brook realizes something. Princess Shuri's face and sword are covered in blood. And on top of that, she is standing directly in front of the body of King Reuven. Because of this, Brook immediately concludes that Shuri was the one responsible for this madness. The person who destroyed the life of someone Brook considered his own Aniki. Brook approaches Reuven's body. He checks on him, and the truth hits him. King Reuven is already dead. Brook's emotions explode. He screams. He asks Princess Shuri, "What did you do to your own father?" Shuri, still trapped under the effects of Imu's Domi Reversi, coldly responds. She says she killed King Reuven because she wanted to stop the war in the kingdom of Esperia. Brook becomes even more furious. He immediately attacks Shuri, but Brook's attack is easily predicted. And this connects directly to what Brook said in Chapter 1185. Shuri looked like she could see the future. That is why Brook's attack was read so easily. Because without even realizing it, she possesses extremely powerful observation haki. Now Shuri steps on Brook's head, exactly like what happened in Elbaf. And then she reveals something shocking. Shuri reveals to Brook that the king lied to Esperia Kingdom. The world government didn't want 1,000 slaves. They wanted the king hand Shuri over to them. And she says Reuven was never her real father. Because the person sitting on the throne right now is her true biological father. And here comes the massive plot twist. Shuri's real father is a holy knight named Manmayer Growlo, the same man who was smoking in the previous chapter. And just like Shuri, he has different colored eyes. Yeah, this twist is absolutely insane. And now it finally makes sense why Shuri's birth story from the previous chapter felt so suspicious. The story started when a Tenryubito ship became stranded in the kingdom of Esperia. Candel could not handle the behavior of that Tenryubito. Because of the trauma, she became sick for months. When Prince Reuven became the king of Esperia, at the same time Candel recovered. Reuven married her, and not long after that, Shuri was born. But the truth was completely different. When Candel became sick, she was already pregnant. Her mental state was destroyed because she had been impregnated by the Tenryubito who became stranded in Esperia. And that person was none other than Manmayer Growlo. The Holy Knights are known to travel outside marriage-wise frequently. They search for countries that are not affiliated with the world government. Then they pressure those countries to join, so they can receive more heavenly tribute. And if that country refuses to join the world government, then that nation becomes the next location for their human hunting competition, a place that will eventually be destroyed, and their side quest while searching for these countries is spreading their bloodline, exactly like what Garling did on God Valley. Growlo finally reveals everything. He explains the truth to Brook, including his identity as a holy knight. He also reveals something terrifying. The person Brook is facing right now is not Shuri. She is actually Manmayer Gunko. Then, Manmayer Growlo says he remembers Brook because there was a brat with afro hair among Candel's servants. But Brook doesn't know Growlo because he was not allowed to come close to him when Growlo was in Esperia Kingdom. Shuri stabs her sword through Brook's head using Gavat Bond en Avant, the same attack Brook uses in the present. Then she leaves the castle with her real father. Soldiers help Brook and he wakes up after a while. One of the soldiers says the main veins and brainstem were all perfectly untouched when the head was penetrated by the sword. When the soldier tells Brook that King Reuven died, Brook cries in terror and despair. Brook survives, but the trauma is so severe that he convinces himself everything that happened was only a dream. And that stab wound from Gunko becomes the permanent scar on Brook's forehead. The same scar we see in the current timeline. The flashback finally ends. Back in the present, Brook explains to his Nakamas that back then they didn't even know devil fruits existed. Brook always thought what he saw, King's death and Gunko looking like the devil itself, was a hallucination that terrified him forever. Now he tearfully wonders if he can trust Princess Shuri once more. And the story continues to the present battle. Imu versus Loki. At the end of the chapter, Imu begins talking about things connected to the events that happened 800 years ago. Imu says that saving the children was what led to the defeat of the giants 800 years ago, and now history will repeat again. The secrets of the Void Century are finally being brought into the conversation. And then, the moment everyone has been waiting for happens. Luffy arrives at the battlefield where Imu and Loki are fighting, and Luffy punches Imu directly in the face, just like the legendary moment when he punched Charlos and Sabaody. In the absolutely epic final double page of the chapter, Luffy appears behind Loki and punches Imu's face. Luffy shouts, "Get out of Elbaf, you bastard!" Luffy is not even using Gear 5. He is in his normal form. But his fist is coated with armament haki, and Advanced Conqueror's haki. Normally, whenever Luffy returns to save his allies and completely takes over the fight, the character who was fighting before usually gets pushed aside, like Law against Doflamingo, or Yamato against Kaido. But this time, things are different. Because Luffy is fighting together with Loki, and Loki is still able to fight. He hasn't even revealed his ultimate trump card yet. If Loki really reveals his hybrid form later, the hype is going to be absolutely insane. Luffy's punch is the second attack in Elbaf that successfully lands on Imu's body. The first one was Loki's attack, which sent Imu flying into the Atom Tree, and even made Imu's head bleed. But this does not automatically mean Luffy can defeat Imu in Elbaf, because right now, Imu is still too powerful for Luffy. Especially when we see how much difficulty Loki had while fighting Imu. Maybe the combined power of Luffy and Loki can somewhat keep up with Imu. But Oda introducing Imu in Elbaf might not be about defeating him. It might be about introducing Imu to Luffy, showing Luffy that there is still an existence far beyond his current level, and there is only one thing that might stop Imu from completely destroying Elbaf. A time limit. It seems Imu can only leave Mary Joy's and fight directly for a limited amount of time. Because remember, Summers and Killingham were rushing to bring the children of Elbaf back to Mary Joy's. Summers even told Killingham to get the children onto the ship within 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. That might be the exact amount of time Imu can continue fighting in Elbaf. Meaning, we could see an insane battle between Luffy and Loki versus Imu, with only 10 minutes on the clock. And honestly, it looks like we are about to witness just how terrifyingly dominant Imu truly is in this battle. No break next week. The final war is getting closer, and Chapter 1186 might have just opened the door to the biggest secrets in One Piece history. What do you think? Is Manmayer Growlo connected to the Void Century secret? Can Luffy and Loki actually survive 10 minutes against Imu? Let me know your theories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because more One Piece spoilers and theories are coming soon. This is Rox D Shorts, and I'll see you in the next one.